Alright, final video. It may not be the final video on this game. I might do another session at some point. I'm not going to promise anything, because, you know, this game is already at least, I want to say at least 2 years old now. I think it came out in 2023, I think. It came out just before, like, around the time we moved, I think. Ow! Oh, I think I did some damage there. Oh, he just popped up and started hammering my ass. That sucked. Is there a way you can change, like, the trajectory, or is it just like... Well, I got one. Ah, we should have got him. That sucked. I mean, of course, when I did a stream of Apex Legends on YouTube, it was pretty much like instant. According to Tom Lady, anyway. Yeah, Mixer was great, man. I missed that for sure. Damn, he got murked. Got him. I think I got another one. Again, I don't really dig it though. Oh, one. Sweet. It's a shame you can't have a beanie and the glasses. You have to have one or the other. Not really sure about how I feel about that. Not a big deal though. Alright, I'm probably asking for some punishment using this kind of like sniper rifle, I feel like. Don't run. All right. Oh, fuck. Well, it kind of has a rapid fire. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. That's fun. Mr. Bucket. Fudge. Might suck. It's because you can't kind of use a over-the-shoulder aim or anything. You kind of just have to rapid aim and fly, like manual aim and fly. You know, you can't like zoom in to aim. It's probably why I wouldn't play something like Counter-Strike, because you can't aim in that game at all. I might play it just to kind of experience it, but I'm going to be a total noob. I'm going to be the absolute detriment to my team if I ever play that game. I did play it once, a long time ago on the Xbox version, and I had this like immense argument happen. I think I've told you before, but I had this immense argument going on in the background. It was so funny, and then the game dropped. I was like, ah. I was like, what's happening to your government? What the hell are you talking about? I'm just so busy kind of shooting this area. Oh, I'm out of beans. Yeah, that went about as bad as I thought. Oh, they'll be using that again. Oh, we didn't lose by much. That's alright. Wow, I got him. Apex hand. Damn it. That was unfortunate. Ooh. Damn, that was unfortunate. I must have tipped over mine. I think I can place mine, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Oh no. Viagra someone's called? What the fuck? Great name policy there, Nintendo. Why would you allow that? Oh fudge. Oh no. Oh, come on. He got an insta-kill, and it took him 3 hits to die, and he got an insta-kill on me. Okay, sure. Surprise! Be close, I think. Ah, not even. Shit. Oh well. Why is that a name? It's allowed. I mean, I don't think it. Well, I don't think it offends anyone, but why? Picasso. Hey Ham, look, I'm Picasso. I don't get it. You uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck? I don't think that did anything. I don't think it's doing anything. There you go. Oh, sure. Come on, dude. Oh, he had a better gun, I suppose. Oh no. Guess that's a shield? Oh, I got him. Oh, fuck. Well, here we go with the last minute push. That's what I say. Last minute push. No one plays the game until the last minute. Oh, come on, he's still alive. Wow. There you go. Just one big push in the final minute. Everyone just, like, defends the first area and then pushes him at the last minute. Woohoo. Crap. Wow, that was lucky, because I actually didn't know he landed there. I'm out of here. Oh. Or not. Oh, I got one. Positive recollection. I think Obi's lying. I don't know what's going on. Booyah, winners. Yeah. Oh, we all look exactly the same. That's funny. Oh, good. And then we all kind of... I think this is almost exactly the same room we just DC'd from. Oh, what happened there? This game has a lot of dropping. Like, it's not constant, but... it's certainly a lot more common than most other games. But I only think that's really because of how it works. Like, you know, one guy, like, drops and the whole game drops. Oh, there's some damage, I'll take it. It's like, this guy's still alive. take it. Surprise! Ah! I'm dead. I was right at the spawn. What do these grenades do? Got him. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. Let's go. I think we'll have one more game. Look at that guy sitting on it. Alright. Last game. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Got him. Oh, he actually came over to get me and I got him. Nice. Could use my power up there, though, to be fair. Let's go. Oh, it's gonna be close. Let's go! The end with the win, perfect. Yeah, this game really wants you to play a lot of it, you know, with how slow the leveling up is. They really want you to play a lot of it. Which is, I suppose, is good. But yeah, that's it for this session. We might have one in the future. I think a new season just started. Not really sure what that means because I don't think this game has a battle pass attached to it. It's just a new season of stuff, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the update to it certainly is welcomed, for sure. Like I said, I think Splatoon 3, I really thought that it was going to be like the one, you know, one of the day one kind of updates you can do, like a couple of Mario games were, or a couple of Zeldas. I'm not really sure how I feel about, by the way, I'm not really sure how I feel about the updates to the Zeldas actually costing money. I don't know about that. I'm not really sure how I feel about two games. I mean, to be fair, you know, it's kind of like what PlayStation used to do with, you know, The Last of Us, or Part 2, and Days Gone specifically. But everything else, bar Zelda, I believe, is a free update, like, in the cartridge, or in the game. But Zelda you have to pay for. Not really sure how I feel about that too much. You know, it's fine if you have a precedent that, you know, like PlayStation did, but they have multiple games that you can upgrade for around a tenner or whatever. But you know that's a precedent Sony had already set. You know, with Nintendo, it's like most of the games have free updates, like Pokemon, for example. But and Splatoon does, and Mario does a couple of older Mario games. I think one of them is like Wonder, and the other one is like Mario Brothers U. But Zelda is the two you have to pay for. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I may need to get those again. What I may end up doing is maybe getting the Switch 1 cartridge and then upgrading to the Switch 2 version so I can keep the cartridge, because if there is a physical version available on the Switch 2, I obviously will be buying it because it's the only game I really buy physicals for, because unlike PlayStation, having the cartridge doesn't take up half your memory. You know, like, really, the disc these days is just for validation that you have the game. I don't think you actually, well, you own it, but you know, it still takes up space on your hard drive, so what's the point? That's kind of what I've been saying for like the last decade. If physical was still a thing that you could, you know, not lose up all your space, like on a PlayStation 2, it doesn't take up any memory at all to have the disc. But now you have the disc on PlayStation 4 and 5, and it's like, it takes up your hard drive space. It give or take about 5 gig each way. So I figured, what's the point? You know, I didn't think there was any point having the disc anymore. So the Switch is like the last two consoles, alongside the Wii U and such. Nintendo is the last one that kind of still believes in physical media, but to be honest, I think they are starting to phase it out. I'm not sure why that is, but the era of game preservation is slowly coming to an end. Even Nintendo has started doing it, so it sucks. Back in the day, I used to be a real collector of all these. I did like 3 rows of games on a shelf, and now I have nothing. I used to be. I kept my PlayStation 1 games back for years because I was able to play them on the PlayStation 2. And then with the PlayStation 3, you couldn't do that. So I didn't really need any of those old games anymore. And the majority of I said the majority of them, it was only the big ones, say, Resident Evil. They actually were still there, along with Crash Bandicoot, I think was another. Crash Bash, I don't think made it. I don't think it was Crash Bash. I think it was the original trilogy. But yeah, the era of game preservation is slowly ending, and for some it sucks. For me, it doesn't really matter. To be fair, the one thing I would say is that if you're one of these guys that says buy physical media, yet you have a Steam account, then you've already contributed to the end of physical media because Steam has been a downloadable service for games since the beginning. Really. Because you see all these accounts that say, oh, buy physical media. And I'm thinking, do you have a Steam account? If their answer is yes, then they've already contributed to the thing they're trying to prevent. But that's a different story for a different day anyway. That's it for Splatoon 3. I'll try and get another session in. I can't promise anything. We'll have to see how this game is updated because it's like 2 years old. Like I said, so I don't know how much longer, because some games get lucky if they last like 3 years at this point. So with Splatoon 3, we'll have to find out. I mean, of course, that's that new one coming out. And I'm pretty sure Splatoon 4 will be somewhere in the future anyway. And like I said, I'm going to make a pledge to play more of the Switch 2 because I didn't play the Switch 1 that much. And that's another, like I said at the beginning, that's another reason why I have these Pokemon games. It gives me ample reason to play it. Like I said, it wasn't really by choice. It was really just that, I think I'd only covered maybe one game, which was Ultra Street Fighter 2. I think I covered the whole of that. I did 10 videos on Pokemon Tournament, 10 videos. I've done 20, so that's 20 videos. And then I did a one-off with Devil May Cry. I did another 4 videos in the multiplayer medley. So I barely even scratched the surface of this console. It wasn't by choice. It was just the fact that I'd covered most of the games already, like Pokemon and, Devil May Cry 3 only watchable video because I'd already beat it. And that's another thing. Most of the games on the Switch 2 I already own on something else. So really, all I'm buying the Switch 2, the Switch 1 and 2 probably, is to play Nintendo games, really. And obviously these other softwares too, but most of these are Nintendo games. I don't have any game that isn't a Nintendo game on here. Do I not? I don't know. I think all these are Nintendo games so far. Obviously, we've got the N64 and GameCube. I want more GameCube games. I want Sonic Heroes on this thing. I want Sonic Heroes on the GameCube collection. That'd be great. But since that's a third-party games, maybe that was really, maybe that doesn't really count. Maybe. But yeah, I'm only really buying the Switch to play Nintendo games and things like Pokemon at the moment. I don't really. If there is a third-party game, then I'm more than likely getting it on PC these days. But that doesn't mean, like I said, I bought these, so they're going to take a while. I want to cover, sometime it will probably cover something like Mario Wonder or Mario U. I want to play this one. I want to play Mario Odyssey for sure. Now that has an update to it. I might cover Super Mario RPG. That'd be something I might cover because that's a remake, so I actually might cover that. And we might cover these as well. Because I've always wanted to play Mario 64. I've always wanted to see what Mario 64 is. So maybe I'll do that as well. And Mario Sunshine is a great game that probably doesn't need to be 100%ed because, goddamn. Anyway, that's it for Splatoon 3. I'll try and fit another one in if I can. And I certainly, like I said, I will certainly make a pledge to play the Switch 2 a lot more than the Switch 1. But I think, like I said, it's mostly the games I'm getting for it and mostly Nintendo. Which probably means I have to buy Zelda somewhere. I want to get a Metroid as well. Metroid Dread. I want to play that. Apparently it's really good. I want to get Metroid Prime remastered. I think they remastered the first one, didn't they? And I'm like, I kind of want to cover Bayonetta as well. Actually, Bayonetta's another one that I wanted to do, and I never got around to it. So I might have to do that. And a Pikmin game. And Animal Crossing. I want a new Animal Crossing. I'm definitely getting that new Tamagotchi Life as well. That's probably going to be quite fun. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to play a lot more of this than I did the first one, make up for it. Kind of like what I did with Tekken 8 to make up for the lack of Tekken 7 I played. It's pretty much the same here. So I will definitely make sure to do that. Alright, so until the next thing I decide to do, which will most likely on the Switch 2, returning back to Pokemon Diamond again, because I really had fun in the first session I did. You guys know what to do. Follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Social media's down in the description. And until then, I'm Smikios, signing off. Peace out, guys. Stay safe and stay awesome.